Hi, I'm Rue Ziegler,
Hi, I'm John Ziegler.
and this is our home at Bunny Run Vineyard in the Napa Valley. We bought our property in 1990 and lived abroad for 7 years and came back in 1997, which is when we started to renovate the existing cottage that was here. And we added a guest house and all the gardens.
By the time we got ready to renovate the property, we were trying to decide whether we were going to live here permanently or not, and that was an easy decision. This was our center of gravity, and this is where we ended up. The property really grew organically. That is, we put one thing in place, and then we put something else in place, and the garden and the grounds began to take shape. Now we have pretty much everything that we were hoping to get, with a nice mature garden and very livable accommodations thanks to Rue.
We have 5 acres in total here. We have 2 acres of grapes, and the rest of the acreage we've set aside for the 3 buildings. We have a garage with an attached office. We have the main house and we have the guest house. And the link between those buildings is the garden. It's a garden that invites you to walk through the paths and to connect between the 2 buildings.
The whole ambience of the house took shape in a way that was beyond my wildest dreams. I mean, the house, the space, the atmosphere, the high ceilings, all give it a sense of openness and airiness and an openness to the outdoors, which is really the prima donna here in the Napa Valley, the vineyards and the hills and the views.
The place where we live all the time is actually the kitchen. The kitchen's quite large. The kitchen is very open to the rest of the house. It opens out to the entry and it opens out to the family room, which opens out to the living room. So it's very, very informal, and I wanted it to be a space that we didn't have to fuss over too much to try to keep clean or perfect.
The guest house is my favorite part of the property. Actually, we lived there for a year while the rest of the property was under renovation, and we miss it so much. Every once in a while we just go over and stay there as a kind of our own little bed and breakfast on the property. That's great fun.
Well, we've had a number of Pottery Barn shoots here, and we've been sort of fascinated by the process. The style of our house is really a very simple and straightforward American farmhouse, and Pottery Barn has clean lines that are very well suited to the architecture we have here. I think it's a very nice marriage of the setting and the environment with the furniture and the products.
I've been very happy with the Pottery Barn experience. They're like family. They come and they put out the furniture and the various ornaments that they have on their catalog, and it fits in beautifully with our property and with our own lifestyle.